Activist Media, 910AMTALKDETROIT, broadcasting live right here in the city of Detroit, where the topics and the conversation is just too hot for regular radio. Listen, you don't need to download the app, just log on to the website. The website is compatible with all Android and iPhones. See you during the live program. Hey, welcome once again to another edition of Detroit Let's Talk, broadcasting live right here on Activist Media, 910AMTalk.com, the black-owned 910AM Talk. And unlike other people, we are actually in the city of Detroit. Of course, I'm adorning my Fuck With Detroit shirt. This is the movement, y'all. You can order it at fuckwithdetroit.com, fukwithdetroit.com. Support the movement. Fuck With Detroit is a strictly residential inner city business initiative. This movement is designed to infuse cash to those in the inner city of Detroit who don't want to write a grant, who don't want to beg for a loan, but who has the know-how and enough in them to go get a product, reproduce it, and sell it. It's just that simple when it comes to entrepreneurialism. You got something, you want to sell it, all you got to do basically is have enough money to keep supplying demand. So if you have a small to medium-sized business and you are in the inner city of Detroit, get with us, get on our Fuck With Detroit registry. It goes across the nation and people are eating because of this particular registry. Now, on Detroit Let's Talk, we're talking about elections are coming up. Tuesday, August 7th is the elections. We got Shri Tanadar, we got Abdul Syed, we have Gretchen Whitmore running for governor, we have Bill Schuette running for governor, we even have some libertarians running for governor. My thing is this, the previous governors got the seat because people in Detroit and cities that's predominantly African American did not show up to vote. A lot of times, your opponent don't need a lot of votes. They just need amount of people not to show up to vote. And what little votes they have will be sufficient enough for them to win the election. My thing is this, Detroit, have we learned from the past when it comes to voting for individuals? Are we vetting people like we're supposed to vet them? Are we in their business like we're supposed to be in their business? Or are we still falling for the watermelon and chicken and Kool-Aid? Are we still falling for the old handshake, wink, wink, oink, oink? Are we as a voting base getting smarter? As a voting base, are we getting more prepared? Because in the primary, and I told y'all this when we did the vote of the VIP with me and Les Little from the Vote Is Our Voice that broadcast on this network. We did the vote is our, he got the Vote Is Our Voice, but we also did vote in the primary, become a VIP, meaning we was trying to send a signal to everyone to let them know that if we show up big for our guy or our girl who we want to be the mayor or the governor or the city councilman or woman or a congressman or a commissioner, we need to show up for that person big in the primary. If we don't show up big for them come August 7th, then don't expect them to be there in November. Basically, it's backwards. You pick the winner and the front runners in August. You may have been told in the past that the primary is not that important. Well, that's what they want you to believe. They want you to believe that the primary is not important at all and that you could skip the primary and just wait till the general election. Now, you can do that. You can skip the primary and wait till the general election. Here's the problem with skipping the primary. The primary is where all the dirty, rotten scoundrels get in. And when you look up come November, these dirty, rotten, racist scoundrels are your only choice. To prevent them from being your only choice, Detroit, Flint, Port Huron, Saginaw, Kalamazoo, all the places where black folks and po folks and our Latina brothers and sisters are at, we need to show up big early so we can seal the deal come November. Now, I know right now of the governor's race, Sri Thanadar is kicking butt. Everybody so far appears to want to vote for Sri Thanadar. I even heard a few people say, hey, I'll vote for Abdul Saeed. I even heard some for Gretchen Whitmore. What I like to look at is, what are people doing for you now? Ann Ivory Calvert, who's just one of the most educated and outstanding citizens when it comes to city government in Detroit, she once said on her show that was on our big brother station, WHPR, she said that if a person is not doing nothing for you now, when they're running for office, that person will not do nothing for you once they get into office. Keep that in mind. If you don't have a track record of doing anything for us now, then what will convince me that you will do something for me once you get in the running? The only time I see you is when you're running, then you need to just keep running on. We as a voter base needs to be more sticklers about what we want from our public servants if they are truly our public servants. Now, we got the congressional race. Brenda Jones. Brenda Jones is having a celebrity bash. Brenda Jones have never had a celebrity anything. What's so special about Brenda Jones now that celebrities are saying, let's support her bid for Congresswoman? Where were these same celebrities? And I have nothing against Judge Mathis. I love Judge Mathis. I think he's one of the realest down-to-earth men that Michigan produced. However, I still have to wonder why the star power for this particular seat. What is it about this seat that John Conyers didn't yield that the stars think that Brenda Jones can come out from being a council president who served on the Detroit City Council, who have no congressional experience at all? What is it about this seat that she could pull out of it that John Conyers couldn't pull out of it after 55 years, close to $5 million amassed being a congressman in the 14th district? What is it that Coleman Young Jr. can pull out of that seat that John Conyers didn't pull? What could these people who's coming for a Conyers seat do for the seat that Conyers did not do or couldn't do during the 55 years he served as the longest serving member of Congress? Have you ever thought about this? Have any of this ever sunk in? What have Conyers done so great within the last 30 years that said give him an extra 20 years on Congress? I don't want to hear about what happened with Martin Luther King and Jesse and all of them. As the song say, what have you done for me lately? And it's getting to the point where people don't know how to call their public servants accountable, to the point where you will know if what they are doing is either affecting you positively, or if it is affecting you negatively. Think about that. Can you say without a shadow of a doubt, emphatically, because of Brenda Jones, let's say, being council president, Detroiters are this far now, and we are on our way up? If you can't say that, then why would you vote for her to be your congressional representative? Not taking shots at Brenda Jones, but hey, here's a council member who put together a skilled labor task force, which I'm believing is designed to teach Detroiters skilled trades or get them in skilled trades, apprenticeship programs. But however, we had this program, she had this task force for as long as she's been on city council. Yet, every time they build a new project, stadium-wise or anything magnificent-wise, they don't hire Detroiters because they say we still lack the skilled trades. But yet, we have a skilled trades task force. I'm just saying, this stuff has to make sense to everybody. You can't say that you have a program that's successful in teaching brothers and sisters on how to be skilled tradesmen, from carpenters to pipe fitters to bricklayers. Then when it comes to the jobs of getting carpenters, pipe fitters, and bricklayers, we don't have the skilled workers. So what was the task force designed for if we don't have the skilled workers to work on the Little Caesars Arena, and that they have to go back on their deals purposely because they know that we don't have the skilled trades workers? How would I feel as a councilman if I have a task force to handle this, to make sure that Detroiters are up to date on the 21st century when it comes to employment, but yet they're telling me we don't have the people, you don't have the people we need? Think about that. This is Detroit Let's Talk. Hey, if you need a job, you want to work from home, I have a perfect opportunity for you. Check out my sponsors, happymat.com. We'll be right back. Hey, what's up, y'all? This your boy Six Mix, host of Detroit Let's Talk. I'm on Activist Media, 910AMTALK.com. Check this out. I got an opportunity for you to work from home, making some real good money. Check it out. Happy Mac Consultants, work from home pros. If you ever heard about it, didn't know nobody who did it, this is the chance for you to get in on this opportunity to make money in the confines of your own home with flexible scheduling, customer service positions paying anywhere between $9 and $24 an hour, depending on what company you get with. How do it work? Is it a scam? No scams. Everything is legit. Once you go through happymat.com, you click on Get Started, and you see what you need to do to get started. You click on Arise.com on that little link right there. See that link right there? You click on that right there. Do your profile on Arise. Follow the prompts from happymat.com. Once you are on the Arise portal, you will see all of the companies who are looking to hire people like yourself, who are motivated and ready to get this money. What you got to do is pay attention to how much the classes cost. From Staples to Comcast to TurboTax, all of these companies have a different price that they charge for you to sit with their instructors online at your choosing of the time. They give you times to choose. When do you want to meet for this class? They got their instructors on deck to show you exactly what it's going to take to be a customer service representative at home for that particular company. From Home Depot to Disney to Comcast to Sears, they all need dynamic customer service representatives like yourself. All you got to do is go to happymat.com, click on the link, get started, and you'll see what you need to do. It's just that simple. Get out of that boring job. If you're trying to get out of a job, hey, this is perfect for you because you're already working and you got money coming in, so you may be able to pay for the classes outright versus someone who don't have any money. But it does cost to get trained. You don't pay Happy Mac, you don't pay a rise, you pay the company that you're going to be working for. Your employment is guaranteed. All you gotta do is go to happymat.com, check the requirements of what you need and what systems you're gonna need to make this thing work for you. It's guaranteed. I tell you no lie. Go make it happen right now. Activist Media, 910AMTalk.com, broadcasting live right here in the city of Detroit, where the topics and the conversation is just too hot for regular radio. Listen, you don't need to download the app. Just log on to the website. The website is compatible with all Android and iPhones. See you during the live program.